Fubara inaugurates 8 new commissioners to replace Wike's loyalists. So we understand that the 3-man State Assembly of the Rivers State have come together, screened and approved 8 new commissioners to replace the Pro-Wike commissioners that have resigned or that have left. And in that process, we also saw that out of the 8 of them, 6 of them were new ones that came in, while 2 of them have been Pro-Wike as well. So how did they allow that? Well, if they have something to offer and they are not going to mess around with Fubara's government, then so be it. But if they are going to closely watch them, if they are going to mess around, then they will throw them out and get someone else to do the job. Thank God the office of the commissioner is, is managed. It's an appointment. It is not by election. So they can be appointed and then disappointed as well. So Fubara is still winning as he's replacing all the vacancies that were left open by the resignation of the Pro-Wike commissioners. Wow, this is a very good one. So according to the Sun, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has inaugurated 8 new commissioners to replace the loyalists of his predecessor, Nyesom Wike. So during the swearing-in ceremony at the Executive Council chambers of the Government House in Port Harcourt, Fubara charged the new commissioners to cultivate the culture of keeping accurate records at all their dealings in their various ministries. Exactly. Record keeping is the key, and that is why he himself is not scared of probing Wike, because he has his record that he used when he was working with Wike. He also has his record since he started office May last year. Even though he was shut out of office, he was not working fully under control. He was almost giving order from Abuja, but he has broken loose from that grip and is doing what he has to do now. So he emphasized the importance of paper documentation, citing the lack of records left by previous administration or previous commissioners rather. So Fubara encouraged the new commissioners to emulate his work culture, pay attention to details, and maintain discipline in their work. He also reminded them to defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the dignity of Rivers State. Exactly. Those other Pro-Wike commissioners that left, I'm sure they will have records, but their records will be so disjointed and indicting that they must have gone with the records. All those people, before they resign, they plan to destroy records or go with records. That is the truth. Because when they resign, who goes to check what they go out with and what they don't go out with? Who goes to call them back to audit them to be sure there's proper documentation as they are leaving office? Or they just put people and resign and go as if they are casual workers of a manufacturing company? That would be very bad, of a factory. That is what some people do. They resign and they go as if they are casual workers of a particular factory. So somebody is supposed to have grabbed them to say, show me the record in this office before you are finally released, even though we know you are going. But I don't think anybody did that. So now it is expedient that they establish that process and protocol, that policy guideline, that anybody leaving office, either by resignation or by retirement or by removal, reappointment, show your records and be sure that they are good to go before you leave. So the governor expressed confidence in the new commissioners, believing they will add impetus to his administration's achievement and ensure greater success while defending the state's interest. So he urged them to keep their records straight, as this will enable them to confidently give account of their actions and decisions when called upon. That is how it is supposed to be. That is how it is supposed to be. So it is now clear that Fubara is replacing those commissioners one after the other. 8 at a time. No vacancy, no vacuum. That is it. So I think the first thing was to, replace the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, which is the third arm, or rather the third arm of government in the state, or the third level of government. Because after the governor, it is the speaker, and then the attorney general. So those three need to be intact for the state to move on. Every other thing can come afterwards. So, but now all of that vacancies, all of that spaces that have been created by resignation of the disgruntled Pro-Wike commissioners is now being filled up by new commissioners. So this is a very good one for Fubara, and I'm sure he's on it. So like I said earlier, that out of the 8 new commissioners that were screened and approved for Fubara to inaugurate, 2 of them actually looks like they are Pro-Wike commissioners. Or is it that, okay, Wike's ex-commissioners, the people that worked for him? Okay. So they are really not pro-Wike per se, but they were commissioners that worked for Wike. Okay. So the Rivers State House of Assembly has confirmed 2 former commissioners from ex-governor Nyesom Wike's administration to serve in Governor Siminalayi Fubara's cabinet. This decision is part of an ongoing cabinet reshuffle aimed at bolstering the state's executive team. Exactly. So we need to watch them to be sure that these people are not going to Pro-Wike again, and they're not going to sell out when they come in. So during a session held at the Government House temporary legislative chambers on Tuesday, 8 commissioner designates were screened and confirmed. Among them were Dr. Peter Medi, former commissioner for energy, and Eloka Tasi Amadi, former commissioner for works, who were swiftly approved due to their prior service and expertise. Okay, so reappointment, Dr. Peter Medi and Eloka Taisi Amadi were confirmed due to their previous roles and contributions under Wike's administration. Okay, so on resignation, their reappointment follows the resignation of 5 commissioners loyal to former Governor Wike, who cited a toxic work environment under the current leadership, causing political turbulence within the administration. So legislative support, Speaker Victor Oko-Jumbo emphasized the importance of the newly confirmed commissioners in supporting Governor Fubara's development agenda and encouraged them to foster a productive work environment. Okay. So Speaker Victor Jumbo said our role as a legislature is to create a conducive environment for the executive to excel. We commend the achievements of His Excellency thus far and encouraging him to remain steadfast and impartial in his duties. House Leader Sokari Goodboy, the governor has shown prudence in his selections, bringing together individuals of notable repute and capability. That is coming from the House Leader. So the confirmation reflects an effort to stabilize and strengthen the state's governance by integrating experienced individuals despite the ongoing political challenges. This reshuffle aims to ensure that the administration continues to deliver on its promises to the people of Rivers State. That's a very good one, I tell you. They have, so we now see that the 2 people that were screened and approved were ex-Wike's commissioner. They worked under Wike, not that they're pro-Wike. Like, we need to correct that expression. Okay. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment on that.